Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Franchise Hour. Today is August 19, 2021, and it's season 4, episode 6. I'm sorry about last week. We had a technical problem. I was on the vow, and the Casio Hotel had a blackout of the internet 5 minutes before we started the show, and it didn't come back. So we rescheduled our guest from last week to next month. All right. So today we have a very interesting guest again. This month we are focusing very much on cafes and milk teas because it's also the topic of our magazine, Franchising PH. And that's why we are very happy today to have one of our clients whom we developed into a franchise, and he's extremely successful with his franchise. So we're welcoming him now, Mr. Jan Hilado, and he is the owner of Cafe LiBrew. Good afternoon, Jan, and welcome to the Franchise Hour.
Hi, Sir Rudolf. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
You told me you're in Bogo, in Cebu right now, and I hope you're well there. All right, so let's start with our questions before we introduce the actual franchise what you're offering. Okay, why did you actually decide to go in the cafe, in the Milky business? What was the driving point there?
The coffee business, sir. Actually, before my wife and I started Cafe LiBrew 2 years ago, we already had a family-owned na cafe in Cebu. And before that, my sister was also a kanang previous barista from kanang cafe before, a well-known cafe in Cebu as well. And she also worked abroad, no, as a barista. So that's why we started a family-owned cafe business in Cebu. But then my wife decided na it would be better if we have our own parang brand na kami lang dalawa ng wife ko, and she wanted it to start in her hometown, actually in Bogo City. That's where we are right now, in Bogo City. That's 3 hours drive from Cebu City, going north. No, so there, that's what actually started na the cafe business. And aside from that, my wife and I are also avid coffee and milk tea addicts as well. So ako sobrang addict ko ng coffee. I started actually my business before. I'm into sales before, no, sa nag-network marketing pa ako before. Started at 18 years old. My usual meeting place will always be in a coffee shop, no? So I really have a long relationship with coffee and caffeine. Now, at the same time, my wife then is an avid milk tea addict, a milk tea drinker. Then she even went to Taiwan, no, to have a taste and to study the milk tea business there as well. So that's what's actually started. No? So it's part of our passion, no, na to be able to as one book says, it scratch our own itch, no? Parang if Makati yung likod ko, I'll be the one to scratch my own itch. Na if personally ako, for example, I'm staying here in Bogo, and there are no good coffee, specialty coffee alternatives, so might as well put up my own, and I can also enjoy the benefits of drinking good quality coffee as well. No, so part is our passion, no, into brewing. I'm also a home brewer, and we love serving people as well, serving our customers as well.
LiBrew is a very unique name. How did you come to the idea? What's the story behind that one?
All right, so Libre is actually a combination of two words, no? So basically, it's like libro na book, because ako mismo, I'm an avid reader. I have thousands of books in my library, which is also located sa cafe namin. So basically, it's a combination of both my passion, which is books and brewing. No, that's why it's called Libro, but the brew is BREW, which is brew. No, to brew coffee, to brew tea. No, so it's actually an integration and a combination of our passions. No, so and I thought it's a catchy name as well. It's easy to remember. No, it's really catchy. No.
Okay. When did you actually start LiBrew? When was that?
So we started Cafe LiBrew May of 2019. No, so we started just one branch and one outlet here in Bugo City, because that time there were no other competitors yet. There are no good coffee shops serving good coffee. There are no good Milkys, no, serving authentic Taiwanese Milkys as well. So that's when my wife decided na we should put up there. No, we should cater the Buguhanon market, no, to offer our lineup of Milkys and coffees as well. So currently we're now running 2 years na and a few months.
Excellent. How do you differentiate yourself from other milk tea cafes?
All right. So actually there are a multiple of parang unique offerings or unique abilities. One is, of course, the concept of a library cafe. That is one na all our outlets, even the franchise outlets, will really have their own parang sort of mini library inside the cafe, no, wherein they can share their own personal book collection, or also at the same time open their library for any donations or any mga book exchanges, So basically, that's one of the unique na parang value proposition of Cafe Libre, which is it's really a library cafe. And at the same time, the second one would be our unique selling proposition, which is we are aiming to be a one-stop cafe shop. No, meaning by one-stop cafe shop is you no longer a customer no longer needs to hop onto different cafes and milk tea shops to get, like for example, if they're in a group and iba-iba yung gusto ng group. Like say for example, 4 sila sa grupo, yung isa gusto ng kape, yung isa gusto ng milk tea, yung isa gusto ng frap, yung isa gusto ng cold brew. No, so we are aiming to be a one-stop cafe talaga na we can already serve everyone's favorite or preferred beverages in just one store and in under one roof. No, so basically they don't need to go hop onto different cafes na they can just stay in one cafe, just one place together. So that's actually one of our mission, which is the connection, core value naman, which is connection, which is we love bringing people together. The people who have diverse preferences, diverse na gusto. So in a group, for example, in a family, or for example, the father wants a coffee, while the mother wants just a fruit tea, like for example, while her kids want something sweet like a frap or a milk tea. So that's what we are aiming to be. It's really a one-stop cafe, no? It's basically we are aiming to be the top of mind awareness when it comes to a one-stop cafe, wherein they can get everything in one place na.
How many books do you have in each outlet?
Come again, sir? Sorry.
How many books are in one outlet? In one of Libre and Cafe Libre's? How many books on average? How many are?
Yes. It actually depends, sir. No, because that's the one thing in our business concept that it's quite hard to replicate or duplicate, no? Because originally when kami lang, yung hindi pa namin pina-franchise, for example, our store in Mandawi has 500 titles, no? And it's mostly mga self-improvement books, mga personal improvements, professional development na mga books like for business, for sales and marketing, for health, for anything, as long as it's more on in the improvement side, no? But then this is the part of the business concept that it's really hard to replicate because not all our franchisees are aligned with the same na parang interest, no? Some other franchisees, they have a book collection, but it's mostly mga fictional, like mga novels, no? So that's why when we started franchising out, we decided na to make this part of the business concept more lenient, no, more flexible in terms of what books they can offer and how many books they can display in their shop. No, so it actually depends. If they want to go to our Mandawi, there's 500 titles. Some would be there would be around 50 titles lang, and it's mostly random books like mga fictional books, mga textbooks. So depende. So as long as it's really just a library wherein people can gather and people can read the books there that's available.
What's your favorite author?
My favorite author mostly actually depende, sir, but mostly it's because of because there's too many, no? I cannot mention any certain one author, but mostly it's more on the personal development and business development na mga books. No, so for example, what I'm currently reading right now is the book Traction by Gino Wickman, which is mostly on how to get a grip out of your business. No, so I'm currently using their system right now, their entrepreneurial operating system right now, to be able to serve our franchisees better. So that's currently what I'm reading right now.
When did you actually decide to go franchising? When was that?
So actually before we even started the Cafe LiBrew outlet in Bugo, when my wife actually decided to put up there, I already really had in mind na this will not remain in just one outlet, or this will not remain just a small business lang in a small town. No, I'm really envisioning it na it would be a multinational brand. No, it's a national brand talaga, and there would be several outlets around the Philippines because I'm actually looking for the long-term growth of the company. No, it's not just to be able to have like a sort of inato na business. No, I actually want the business to be systemized, to be like a Starbucks or to be like a McDonald's, no, of the one-stop cafe industry or the one-stop cafe brand. So I want to see a Cafe LiBrew brand in every municipality around the Philippines. So that's what we're targeting right now. So it's really a long-term plan and a long-term goal for us. That's why we really went into the franchising aspect of the business.
How many outlets you have so far?
In our 2 years time, we were able to open right now currently. That's already open for business. 16 outlets, and there is 5 more opening soon. No, hopefully by next month September, the 5 more outlets. So basically, it's around 21 outlets right now.
And they're all situated in Cebu, all in the island of Cebu.
As of the moment, yes, sir. It's mostly in Cebu Island Cebu Province. That's because we're not confident yet to cater another parang workload on our end. Now we will have to manage the logistics, the shipping, if we go outside Cebu, no? So for example, if we go Mindanao or Luzon, even though we already have a lot of franchise inquiries from that area, but we're still taking it slow pa lang we're still testing the waters, testing the market, especially now with the pandemic na medyo restricted yung mga logistics. So that's what we're currently testing right now. No, so if it's possible to ship the products to outside Cebu. No, so as of the moment it's Cebu pa lang, but hopefully within this year, as long as there will be no restrictions anymore, or as at least there will be no tight restrictions, then we're hoping to be expanding outside Cebu na, hopefully within this year.
Yeah, luckily, because the rules have been changed in the pandemic now, that even though places like Cagayan, who was in ECQ for the last 2 weeks, but shipping was free. So there was no restrictions on shipping. So theoretically, you can already think beyond Cebu if you want to expand outside. So go ahead and conquer the rest of the Philippines. By the way, you were talking earlier about the cold brew. I really love your cold brew.
Thank you, sir.
And among your products, that's what I really love, is your cold brew. You also spoke about the pandemic already a little bit. So tell me how you pivoted during the pandemic, so that you not only survived it, but you actually prospered during the pandemic, because your growth all came within the pandemic. So tell us about that one.
All right, sir. Blessing in disguise lang, because during when the pandemic hit last April of 2020, last year, we were not yet actively promoting the franchise yet, no. So we were only managing our own company-owned outlets, which is the one in Mandaue and the one in Bugo City. So basically, that's only 2 outlets. No, so what happened when the pandemic hit last year? We had no choice but to close down the one in the city, which is in Mandaue. We had to close it for around 4 months. No, but then we decided to come back home here in Bugo. And even though the shop is closed because it's really restricted, no, we're not allowed to open the shop. We decided maybe we can still do this at home. No, we can still accept online orders. We can do the delivery. No, and so what we did, we actually brought all our supplies and our equipments at home. No, and from there we announced now we're still accepting, we're still open to accept your orders. Just order through our Facebook page, our messenger, our lines, no, our landlines. So from there, we noticed that there were still a lot of people who were really craving for our products. No, there were still a lot of people craving for milk teas, for coffee. So we actually served them. No, so they can order online, and then we hired a delivery, or ako mismo yung magde-deliver towards the customer. No, so that's what we did. We realized this type of business, the food and beverage business, can still thrive even during a pandemic, because people will still look for their favorite drinks, their favorite food and beverages. So doon namin na-prove na pwede siyang pang-pandemic proof talaga na business. And in fact, we even started expanding our franchise then during the pandemic, because that was the time na I was actually asking for your consultation regarding how to expand using a home-based na system, no? Not really a full franchise system, but it's like a home-based na system. So that's where it started, no? We had one home-based na system, and na-expand from there on. Parang nag-infect siya, nag-viral din siya, na other people would want to really franchise the full cafe na, the full system as well. So blessing lang talaga yung nangyari sa pandemic is we were able to pivot. Our own company owned outlets were able to pivot. We're still able to profit from the business. At the same time, we were able to expand slowly through the franchising and the trademark licensing na system.
Excellent. So, your future, what's your plan in the future? Well, how many outlets you expect in the next 5, 10 years? What's your idea on how
Yes.
Libro will grow?
Mm-mm. So, yung target lang talaga namin ng wife ko is at least we can set up at least 4 new outlets every month, no? That's our short term na parang every like a 30-day goal lang namin, at least open 4 new franchise outlets every month. But then in the long term, in 10 years we actually have a number already. It's around 500 outlets in 10 years, no? So it's around the Philippines na. That's really our parang BHAG, that's our big, hairy, audacious goal namin to reach 500 outlets in 10 years time. So we're really looking for this for in the long term na plan.
I hope you can achieve it. I really wish you to make it. So for
Thank
you
you, sir.
to make that goal and maybe get some franchisees who are watching us today, kindly do the presentation now about your franchise, and I put your presentation into the screen. All right. So please feel
All right.
free to start your franchise presentation now. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, hello everyone, and welcome to our franchise business orientation for Cafe Libre Milky and Coffee. So basically, the subtitle of this orientation is how to easily start your own dream cafe business by copying our proven and tested profitable system. Because that's what you're just actually doing, no? It's just copying a duplicated system namin. Sa kung ano yung ginagawa namin and ano yung ginagawa ng ibang mga franchises, you will just copy it and it's already a proven and tested profitable system na. So, as mentioned earlier, the company actually started May 2019 in Bugo City with just a tiny space and little capital lang, no? So it's around mga 15 square meters lang na cafe. Sobrang liit lang. But then, as mentioned earlier, we had big dreams for this company now. We really wanted to expand nationwide. No, our 10-year goal right now is to reach 500 outlets in the next 10 years. So who are the founders? Basically, the founders are me and my wife, Kate. So just a brief background lang, Kate is a graduate of business management, major in marketing. She also has a 3 years experience in the banking industry, and she's the one who started the idea to start a small cafe in her hometown. While ako naman, this is not my first business. I've started several business ventures in the past na, so I basically have 10 plus years of experience in business development, sales, and digital marketing. And I was also awarded as one of the outstanding young entrepreneurs of 2016 and 2017 by the the Business Achievement and Recognition Awards. And little known fact about me, I'm also a published author of a best-selling business book last 2008. So that's why I'm really more passion ko talaga yung mga books, no? So why Cafe LiBrew? Because it's actually a combination of our passions, which is books, libro, brewing, and drinking brewed coffee and brewed teas, and of course bringing people together in one area, in one spot, in one cafe. Our core values, ito yung mga values talaga na we live by and embody every day. First is, of course, creativity. We love bringing something new and unique to our customers' experience, no, in every experience. No, that's why madidiscuss ko later kung saan namin to ina-apply yung creativity. At the same time, consistency in bringing top quality products and services to our rigorous systems and procedures. Connection, bringing diverse groups and individuals together. And short is CANAI, which is an abbreviation of constant and never-ending improvement. So, dito namin ina-apply yung mga core values namin. So, what makes us unique, basically our unique value proposition, is that every Cafe Libre outlet is a destination in and of itself. No, so basically, you'll notice na each outlet looks uniquely distinct, no? And embodying the owner's creativity. So basically, we allow our franchisees, our franchisee owners, to design their own cafe based on their personality, based on their preferences, their interests. No, as long as it's pretty, it's beautiful, it's Instagrammable, then it's good to go. No, because the reason for that one is one of our concepts sa Cafe LiBrew is we don't want na to be like the other brands na kung nakapunta ka na ng isang outlet of that brand, of that franchise brand, parang nakapunta ka na sa lahat. No, because it actually all looks the same. Walang bago, walang iba. No, so sa amin gusto namin we want to make it like a destination in and of itself. No, na if you've been to one outlet, you've never been to another outlet yet. No, kasi iba siya. You need to take a photo opportunity there. You need to get your Instagram moments on that different Cafe Libre outlet. No, it's because it's uniquely different. But then we aside from the uniqueness, no, of every outlet, we still offer the same top quality products and services to our systemized consistency. No, because we're a franchise network, we really we make our franchisees really follow a certain protocols and procedures, no, in how they prepare our drinks, in how they serve the customers, how they greet their customers. So it's really consistent, no? Kahit saang Cafe Libre outlet ka pupunta, it's the same service and the same products that you'll be getting. It's just the ambience and the place, it's unique. So our daily mission and action namin is we love bringing people closer together. No, by being a one-stop coffee shop that offers everyone's favorite beverages in one place under one roof. So ranging from specialty coffees, milkies, fruities, fraps, and cold brew. No, so gusto namin na hindi na magpapalipat-lipat pa yung mga customers sa ibang branches because another one wants a coffee, another one wants the milky, another one wants a frap, and hindi siya available sa isang cafe lang. Gusto namin available siyang lahat, and it's top quality so they can enjoy their time together in that particular outlet. No, because we believe life is libertyful when we're together. No, so our vision is we're really playing this infinite game of business. No, na we don't desire to be the number one or to be the best because it's actually a meaningless statement. We want to be better than before. No, we are competing against ourselves, our past self. No, so we want to keep improving our products and our services for the betterment of our customers and the marketplace, and to keep expanding our reach, to keep growing our reach. Our aim is to reach 500 outlets in 10 years and be the top of mind awareness when it comes to a one-stop cafe brand, and be the Pinoy's pride along with other international brand players. So basically what I mean by the top of mind awareness, when a group says na saan tayo mag-meet, no? Saan cafe tayo mag-meet? Cafe LiBrew, because they have everything in one cafe, no? So we don't need to hop on to everything na this. It's like the Jollibee of the cafe brand, no? Kung saan tayo where should we eat? Where anong fast food where should we eat, no? So it's like the Jollibee of, or the McDonald's of the cafe industry. So our menu, what we are offering here in Cafe LiBrew is we offer the following: milk teas, fruit teas, specialty coffees, fraps, and cold brews, and each has their own unique set of handcrafted flavors and beverages. No? So here are a sample of our product posters that our franchisees can get to display in their shops. So here are our shop photos. So you'll notice that each branch is unique and different. No? So sa Bugo, Mandaue, Bantayan, San Romeo, Toledo, Talisay, Barili, Alcoy, and then Pinamungahan, Camotes, Ayala, Mualbual. We also have one in Talamban, and soon to open is Lapu-Lapu, Danao, Parian, Talamban, and hopefully Oslob soon. No, so that's a total of around 21 outlets as of the moment after our 2 years. So here are a few of our opening photos. So normally, every time we open a Cafe Libre outlet, since one of my expertise is really into marketing, specifically digital marketing, we really give extra service to our franchisees by providing them a digital marketing service na to promote their opening at least a week before their opening, no? So they will be the parang it will cause a hype, a viral trend sa location nila, targeted in their location, targeted to those people who love Milky, who love coffee, who love beverages, na a Cafe Libre outlet will be opening soon, no? And they will have a grand opening promo that you will need to grab on the opening day only. So it will really cause a viral trend, no? Na people will really flock in a Cafe Libre grand opening. So that's what parang our edge then as a franchisor is our expertise in the digital marketing space. So of course, why franchise is because it's hassle-free, ready-built, proven, and profitable yung business system and concept. You can also ride on the popularity of an already established and well-known trademark, registered brand name and logo. Skip the trial and error stage, save time, money, and resources, and ultimately low risk for you as a business owner as compared to creating your own brand. No? So highly sellable and marketable yung products with high profit margin, and you can get 100% ongoing support and development, not just from us, the franchisors, but also from your fellow franchisees. No? So dito sa atin sa Cafe Libre, tulungan tayo. So our franchise developer, of course, it's RK Franchise, Rudolf Kotik of RK Franchise, one of the top franchise developers in the Philippines, who also developed a few of the well-known brands here in the Philippines. No? So what are the inclusions of our franchise? It's number one, use of our entire business system, the procedures, the processes, and the operations manual, complete menu and pricing, the use of our registered trademark name and logo, sales and marketing assistance, 4 years of contract, store grand opening assistance, initial supplies and equipment, and owners and staff training. And then this is a bonus. We also give you a free Facebook page na that you can be an admin of. It's parang extension Facebook page from our mother page na kung ano yung i-share namin sa mother page, it will also automatically appear in your Facebook page. No, with at the same time that's or that already comes with the chatbot ordering system. No, so normally as a digital marketing consultant for another company, I charge around 50,000 and above for this kind of service. But for our franchisees, we already offer this for free. So note lang, the store construction and renovation, including the furniture, the appliances, and the signages are not yet included. No, so it's a different, it should be shouldered by the franchisee. So dito din sa atin, we have no royalty yet, royalty fee. So the 5% royalty fee is waived for the first 4 years of contract. So we only collect a fixed monthly continuation fee to be used for continuous support, the consultancy, marketing, and development, which is only 5,000 pesos per month. No, so the advantage with a fixed monthly continuation fee is even though sobrang laki ng gross sales, for example, sobrang successful ni franchisee na they could gross around maybe 300 to 500,000 a month, we don't need to collect around 15 to 25,000 a month of royalty fee na sa amin pupunta. No, they can keep the profits to themselves na. So we'll only collect a fix of 5,000 pesos per month. So our estimated profit margin then per drink would range from around 70 to 75%. No, so basing on this profit margin, I can show you the estimated net profit. Let's say, for example, the franchisee can sell around 50 cups per day, no, average price of around 100 pesos per cup. No, so 50 cups per day, that's around 5,000 pesos per day. Monthly gross sales, so times 30, it's 150,000. less all the expenses, the food cost, the labor cost, rent, utility, monthly fee, advertising, miscellaneous, less total expense of 100,000. So basically, they can get a net profit of around 50,000, and times 12 would be around 600,000 net profit. No, but if they can get more sales in every day, like for example, our other franchisees, our company-owned outlet, for example, here in Bugo can when we started, we can average around 100 cups per day. No, so basically that's 10,000 pesos per day or 300,000 per month, less all the expenses. Then they can get a net profit of around 153,000 per month, or a yearly net profit of around 1.8 million. No, so right now, so you now know the your potential monthly net profit and the yearly net profit. The question right now is how much? No, how much will I invest? How much is the franchise fee? So the next slide is the franchise fee for our full cafe franchise. No, so this is there will be an actual store talaga, no, an inline store wherein you can really accept dine-ins, for example. So full cafe, you can offer all the drinks in our menu. That's 200,000 pesos franchise fee. No, so that's equivalent to 4 years contract. And if you wish to parang reserve or block 3 outlets or 3 locations in one go, then we can get you an area franchise contract, which is instead of paying 600,000, you'll only be paying 500,000. So basically, discounted na yung second and third outlet mo. No, so initial supplies and equipment as well is we recommend 50,000 pesos initial supplies and equipment. These are stocks na good for 1,000 cups na. Now, if you can sell these 1,000 cups at an average average selling price of 100 pesos per cup, this would gross around 100,000 pesos in gross sales. But then the 50,000, this is still excluding the coffee machine pa, yung espresso machine. No, because we don't want na kami yung magbebenta ng espresso or coffee machine sa inyo. We want you to get it directly from the supplier, no, so you can get a better deal. No, so the coffee machine would range from around 50,000 to 100,000, depending on the machine and depending on the location. No, because some locations mas prefer natin na mas lower end machine like 50,000 because it's a province and hindi pa ganun kalakas yung benta ng coffee. While at the same time, yung iba naman, like for example, if you're in a city na malakas yung coffee mo and you really need a high demand na coffee machine, then it would range from around 85,000 to 100,000 pesos na coffee machine with grinder. And at the same time, we have no minimum reorders here and no quota. So you can order as low as 500 pesos or 200 pesos or just one supply. No? And we already have an online store for reordering. So it's very easy for the franchisees to order their supplies. They just go to our website and they can just click on add to cart, and then check out. Now, once they check out, they'll automatically get their orders. We can prepare their orders before they can pick it up in our Mandawi branch, for example. No, so it's very easy. So here are the sample supplies and equipment included. No, so sa package, so we'll already provide them 500 pieces of grande cups, 500 pieces of venti cups, the creamer, the fructose, sweetener, the flavors, syrups, powders, containers, the sinkers, cooking equipments and utensils, brewing and mixing tools, blender, sealing machine, tea barrel, and many more. So here are also one of our few recommended na mga coffee machines for. So we can start at the Breville Barista Express, like a 45 to 50,000 range. If, like for example, it's in a municipality or in a province na hindi pa ganun kalakas yung demand ng coffee. But then if it's gonna be a high demand na, we can recommend a higher end machine, which is the Breville Dual Boiler and paired with a smart grinder, or even a mas higher end pa na machine. No, we can still recommend them directly to the supplier. So here, you can also access our online store, which is accessible both on your laptops and on your mobile phones, as long as there's internet. So here's the estimated total investment for a full cafe franchise. So including here is the franchise fee, which is 200,000 plus the 50,000 initial supplies and equipments, and then the coffee machine, which is 50 to 85,000 plus the rent and the bond or the deposit that you need for your location, the renovation and furnitures, appliances. You'll need a chest freezer, an aircon, for example, if you wish your shop to be air conditioned, a showcase chiller to display your pastries, for example, at the same time to have a separate chiller for some of our supplies, no, to avoid spoilage. And then the government permits, and then training allowances, marketing, POS package, and other miscellaneous. So estimated total investments is around 577,000 to around 612,000. No? So average around mga 600,000 pesos. So based on the total investment of around 600,000 pesos, if we get the monthly net profit plus the yearly net profit of around 600,000, our estimated ROI, if you're going to have that sales na 5,000 a day, for example, for your outlet, estimated ROI is conservative lang, is around 11 to 12 months. No? But then, if the outlet is very successful, the franchisee is very successful, they could average around 10,000 pesos of sales per day or 100 cups per day, then they could actually recover all their investment in just 4 to 6 months. Now, so this is what happened to us in some of our company-owned outlets and some of the franchise outlets as well. They were able to recover around 4 to 6 months time. So if you're ready for the next step, if you're interested in applying to be a franchise, here are the few steps you need to take. So number one is you just fill up the application forms and the requirements. So you may set an appointment with us or fill up an application form online. No, you just submit a valid ID, application form, the proposed location, or you can go directly to cafelibre.com/apply. And then from there, just wait for approval. We'll just wait for us to contact you to check your location. And then once it's approved, the location is approved, and we approve of you as a good partner, as a good franchise partner, then we can proceed to the contract signing and the initial payment. No, so the franchisee shall pay 40% admin and reservation fee upon the contract signing, and the remaining 60% balance should be settled before the store opening, at least a week or 2 weeks before the store opening. So number 3 is franchisee owner. So after the 40% na payment, and then we can now start na arranging the training, no, for the owners and the staffs. No, so normally for the staffs, for the frontline staffs, product and sales training will happen around 1 to 2 days before store opening. So normally ginagawa namin to para by opening time, still fresh pa yung natutunan nila. At the same time, they don't need to worry because kami as a franchisor will be there to support the grand opening as well. We'll be there to assist the grand opening. And then, of course, after that, once the renovation is complete, the training is complete, then we can now proceed to the grand opening with assistance. So that's the time we say congratulations to you as the franchisee, and you're now ready to serve customers. So far, yun lang yung mga steps. Here are just a few frequently answered questions lang, mga FAQs. Number 1 is who will provide the location? Answer is it's gonna be you, the franchisee, who will provide the location. Kayo maghahanap ng location. Kami as the franchisor, we will only assist and approve of your location. Number 2 is who will source the architect, the designer, the contractor, and the furniture supplies. It could be both, no? If you have friends who are architects, designers, contractors, then you can make use of their service. But if wala, then you can also get recommendations from us, the franchisors, and from other franchisees kasi sila iba din yung mga other contractors and designers nila. So depende on what suits your budget. So number 3 is what is the time frame from contract signing to opening? Depends on how fast or how slow your renovation goes. No, so our fastest was 2 weeks time ready na yung store nila. Ganun kabilis yung renovation. And there are also other franchises that took 2 months because they were not in a rush to open. No? So number 4 is who will provide the crew, staffs, and the barista. It's gonna be you, the franchisee. Kami as a franchisor, we will just provide you the hiring guidelines which is available on your operations manual. So you have a guideline on what type of people to hire. So that ends my presentation. So if you wish to franchise now, or you wish to inquire about our franchise, then you can call our number posted on the screen, or can email us, or you can visit our website or our Facebook page. So for anyone watching this, first 5 who can call or inquire or apply, we will give a big discount to your franchise fees.
All right. Thank you so much, Jan, for your excellent presentation. And before we end today's franchise hour, we'll do also some informations on activities we have, and I share my screen for that purpose. So this week we had the season 4, episode 6, with Jan Hilado as guests for the trending Cebu Cafe. If you want to read more about franchising, you can read my book all about franchising, and you can request that for free. Just send us a message and we'll send it to you in PDF format. Cafe Libre and so many other successful franchisors have been developed by Archive Franchise Consultancy. So if you want also your business to be developed in the professional franchise system, please call us. And we prepare the franchise structure, the operations manuals, the marketing materials, the legal aspect, the franchise disclosure, which is required from the TTI, franchise marketing, franchise manual. Even if you go international, we prepare everything what our clients need. So if you want our service, please call us in Manila. Our office 02-8912-2946 or 8912-2973. And of course, Cafe Libre and all our clients are member of FIFA, Filipino International Franchise Association, which goes along with being our client. On next Saturday, August 28th, is the International Franchise Appreciation Day. And for that purpose, we are doing a franchising and trademarking seminar. And you can join us in the seminar, please. And if you want to franchise your business, or you want to buy a franchise, or you want to learn more about franchising or about trademarks, please join us in the seminar that will be 9:30 in the morning, and contact us for the Zoom ID. All right. You can also read more about the latest in franchising in our monthly magazine. So this month we have the Milky franchise as a topic. Cafe LiBrew is there, of course, also. And please feel free to read the whole magazine. It has more than 54 pages, I think, this time. And just go to www.franchising.ph, and you'll find all the details of those Milk Tea franchises. If you want to learn more about the previous episodes of the Franchise Hour, please go to YouTube. Look at our YouTube channel, Aki Franchise, and you find almost all previous episode of the Franchise Hour. And next week, we have another coffee franchise to introduce. It's called 1740 Coffee Genesis. And then our guest is Mr. Franz Carl Galio. He's the founder of it. So this was the introduction for next week. And before we go, I would like to thank again Mr. Jan Hilado, and my best regards also to your parents, Tony and Gloria, who are very close friends of mine.
Thank
And
you, too.
thank you for being my guest this week. And I'd like to thank all our viewers. And I hope I see you again next Thursday at 4 p.m. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.